From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Friday, November 7th. It is one of those days, not the nicest outside, a little bit cool, scattered showers, storms this morning, going to be partly cloudy this afternoon. High today will be around 66 degrees.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? When it comes to protecting what matters, Pacific Life provides life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits for people and businesses building a more confident tomorrow. Strategies rooted in strength and backed by experience. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews all on the app. Download Thumbtack today.
This morning, airlines have canceled at least 14 flights in Indianapolis and more than 1,000 across the country after the Federal Aviation Administration announced a cut in air traffic across the country. The FAA says it's trying to reduce the strain on air traffic controllers who are mandated to work without pay during the government shutdown. Controller shortages had led to frequent delays and cancellations at other airports over the past month. Here in Indianapolis, the head of the airport authority says they will help people traveling as much as possible.
I can assure you that the airport staff is dedicated to make sure that your travel is pleasant, and we're here and we're monitoring the situation and we're making sure that everything is flowing through the airport perfectly well.
With no end in sight to the government shutdown, airports and airlines do not know how long their air traffic slowdowns could last. Amy Kiley tells us what it could mean for you if you're planning to fly.
There's a number of things you should be doing to be aware.
Experts say travelers who plan to fly soon should know their options. The FAA is building up to a 10% flight reduction at 40 airports. Experts advise people departing within 10 days to keep an eye on their airline's app for changes. They say carriers likely will try to preserve their hub-to-hub operations and cut regional flights instead.
It may not be a bad idea to delay travel if it's non-essential, or if you're in a smaller city, perhaps to drive to one of the larger hubs if it's close by, and also consider buying a backup ticket.
Several airlines are letting passengers change their flights for free. The law requires them to issue refunds for cancellations, but they're unlikely to reimburse stranded passengers for meals or hotels.
We have been rebooked on an 8 o'clock flight, but that flight is also delayed now until 11 p.m. and might never take off.
For people planning to buy tickets soon, experts suggest booking with airlines directly. They say that makes it easier to change flights. They recommend avoiding layovers if possible. And the Transportation Secretary suggests bracing for Thanksgiving impacts if the government stays closed.
If we have staffing triggers and we don't have enough controllers in an airspace where we did cut 10%, you might see additional delays.
I'm Amy Kiley for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
ITmate is investigating the lawsuit Attorney General Todd Rokita just filed against Indianapolis Public Schools. Rokita claims IPS is illegally interfering with federal immigration enforcement. ITmate's Tim Spears reports.
Right now, IPS generally requires a warrant or a court order before allowing ICE or any government agency to enter its facilities. The Attorney General's 28-page complaint details a specific incident where school policy stopped federal agents from deporting an Indianapolis student.
On January 8th, federal agents contacted Indianapolis Public Schools, searching for the son of a Honduran national scheduled for deportation that afternoon. But when ICE couldn't provide a court order, a lawsuit filed by Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita claims IPS staff connected the student to an immigration attorney.
The schools don't get to choose that they don't want to comply. It's very important that the law is enforced.
Leanne O'Neill is Chief Legal Affairs Officer for America First Policy Institute, which is serving as special counsel for the state. As ICE butted heads with IPS, a woman identified as the boy's stepmother asked him to be released to the immigration attorney's custody. According to the filing, the father and son's flight back to Honduras had to be canceled.
Hiring an attorney is not something a minor can do. And so it is really an infringement for the teachers to have gone ahead and put the student in touch with an attorney to represent them.
The lawsuit identified several IPS policies the AG says violate state law. Those policies prevent employees from assisting immigration enforcement without the superintendent's approval, promises not to collect the immigration status of students or staff, and the school corporation generally will not allow federal authorities inside its facilities without a warrant or court order. Rakita claims those policies violate Indiana's anti-sanctuary law, prohibiting local governments from limiting or restricting federal immigration enforcement. Rakita wasn't available for an interview, but announced the lawsuit in a video statement.
You know, we warned IPS to stop these sanctuary policies or face the consequences in court. They didn't listen.
The Attorney General's office is also suing the Monroe County Sheriff and St. Joseph County Sheriff for failing to fully cooperate with federal immigration enforcement. In studio, Tim Spears for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
Breaking overnight, a woman is dead after a shooting on the east side of Indianapolis. Police say the woman was shot, then crashed her car before 11 last night near 10th and Michigan. Officers believe the shooting stemmed from a disturbance in the parking lot, but they are not sure what led up to it or how many people are involved.
A life was lost, and that's tragic. Anytime a life is lost is tragic, but what makes it even worse is that decisions could have been made here tonight to avoid that. So right now, detectives are just piecing together video surveillance, locating witnesses, trying to determine exactly what happened tonight.
Police say they have detained a person of interest, but so far, no one is under arrest. In Fishers, police say the murder suspect officers shot is in critical condition. It happened at around 1:15 yesterday afternoon. Police say they tried to arrest Caleb Weiss near 91st and Masters Road. Investigators say at some point shots were fired. Officers returned fire, striking the 26-year-old suspect. No officers were injured. Police say there was also a car crash, but state police did not say whether there was a chase or a traffic stop before the shooting. Police say Weiss was wanted for the March 2024 killing of 24-year-old Cameron Dokes in Fishers. A new deal between the government and Lilly could lower the price of weight loss drugs. President Trump says the agreement with Lilly and Novo Nordisk will cut costs and expand access to Zepbound and Wegovy. The deal also says Medicare will begin covering the weight loss drugs next year and roll out lower prices for uninsured patients. The agreement says starting doses of new pill versions of the treatments will cost $149 a month if approved. Today is the deadline for the Trump administration to fully fund SNAP benefits for November. A federal judge in Rhode Island issued the order after cities and nonprofits sued the government for only offering 65% of maximum benefits. The Trump administration appealed the decision shortly after the ruling, with Vice President J.D. Vance calling it absurd. Here in Indianapolis, the company behind a proposed data center in the Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood has officially filed to rezone the old Sherman Drive-In Theater property for the project. We have told you the company Metro Blocks wants to build the center at 25th and Sherman. People we spoke to are divided about the plan.
This data center is not like what you heard other data centers are. It's much different in terms of size, technology, and the overall mission of the company. It's safe. There's little to no hazard for our community.
We want something that is going to be an investment in our community, not just in the short term, but far into the future. So we want something that's going to protect and enhance future generations.
There is no word yet on when the city-county government will consider the zoning proposal. Colts say their newest addition, All-Pro cornerback Sauce Gardner, should debut with the team Sunday in Germany against the Atlanta Falcons. Team says Gardner cleared concussion protocol yesterday after an injury from last month. He says it's been a whirlwind since that blockbuster trade to Indy.
I didn't even have time to like process it all the way. I just knew I was coming into a great situation. So I was running in circles in the house, because the first thing I'm thinking bro, I'm about to be back with my boy Alec. I was happy. It was less about the Jets wanting to trade me and more about the Colts wanting me to be here. So, that's truly a blessing. And
Will Gardner will likely play Sunday. Another key member of the Colts defense will not. The Colts say defensive tackle DeForest Buckner will miss Sunday's game with a neck injury. No word yet on how long he'll be out. Colts and Falcons kick off in Germany Sunday, 9:30 in the morning. That is our time. Wish TV's Anthony Calhoun and the sports team will be in Carmel for this week's Zone Tailgate tonight and our game of the week, Carmel versus Westfield. In today's Aviator Adventures, Drew Narsutis flies over the Greyhounds' home as they gear up for tonight's game.
This week, the Zone Tailgate and our My Indy 23 Game of the Week rolls into Carmel for a heavyweight match. The game in question is Carmel versus Westfield in the sectional championship, Friday at 7 p.m. When I dropped by practice, it was a partly sunny, picture-perfect afternoon. Most of the Greyhounds were inside the film room dialing in the game plan while special teams kept the rhythm going outside, working through field goal reps with a peak of fall color rippling through the campus. It felt focused, organized, and playoff sharp. On paper, this is a top 3 showdown in Indiana. Carmel comes in at 9-1 and ranked number 2 in the state. Westfield comes in at 8-2 and ranked at number 3. The weather on Friday looks cooperative. Any morning showers will move out, and by the evening hours, we're trending mostly clear with a breeze easing in the afternoon hours. Expect mid-50s at kickoff, slipping to around the 50-degree mark by the final whistle. AC and the crew will be on site to set the scene before the kickoff, and you can catch every play on My Indy 23 during the game. I'm meteorologist Drew Narsutis with Wish TV and WishTV.com.
Wish TV is proud to once again be a partner for the Moselle Sanders Thanksgiving dinner this year. For more than 50 years, the foundation has been a lifeline for people facing food insecurity across central Indiana, keeping thousands of people from going hungry. As Thanksgiving approaches, the foundation is gearing up to serve more people than ever, with a goal of providing 15,000 hot meals to families in need. We've made it simple and easy for you to help. Just text Moselle to 53555. You can donate money there. You can also go to our website to find out more information about physically volunteering, making that food, being a driver. The foundation says $20 can feed a family of 4. This has been your News 8 Daily. From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.